Incubus, 1966. Directed by Leslie Stevens. Starring Allison Ames, William Shatner, and Eloise Hart. An island whose waters have mythical healing properties sets the stage for a battle between good and evil with a soul on the line. This film was recommended by a fan. Thanks for the suggestion. Before even getting into the film itself, Incubus has a shockingly improbable production history. After the cancellation of The Outer Limits in 1965, producer Leslie Stevens wanted to keep the creative team he had assembled for the series together and pivoted to filmmaking, with this film being his first effort. The film also features a notable bit of casting in the form of a pre-Star Trek William Shatner, appearing here right before his career took off. Adding to the eccentricity of the film is the fact that it was performed entirely in Esperanto, a 19th century language designed to be spoken across national and cultural boundaries. Reasons for this decision vary, with some speculating it was intended to give the film a placeless, dreamlike quality, while others theorize it was a way to differentiate the film as an unusual art house horror project. The film feels like a Bible parable, with Allison Ames playing a demon hell-bent on corrupting Shatner's heroic soul, and Shatner trying to help her denounce her wicked nature, as she grows increasingly confused in his benevolent presence. The film is competently shot and lit, showcasing the idyllic setting which was actually Central California. Oddly, this story full of demons generally lacks much supernatural imagery, outside of a handful of brief shots that are cool and spooky. Where the film starts to run into issues is in the performances. Not in the traditional sense of the word, however. The implementation of a foreign language among non-native speakers hindered the cast's ability to deliver fully confident performances, despite their best efforts. No dialect coach was brought in for the 10 days the cast had to rehearse the film either, so there's no consistency in their delivery. Shatner ends up sounding like he's trying to speak Italian. Ames sounds like she's speaking Spanish with an American accent. Eloise Hart is just speaking the lines in full American pronunciations. The irony is that the film's defining ambition, being performed entirely in Esperanto, ends up undermining its execution, and even disappointed fluent speakers of the language upon release. Verdict? Meh. A fascinating artifact of classic sci-fi television, but viewers may find the forbidden fruit easier to resist than expected. That concludes this week's review. If there's any obscure sci-fi or horror film you'd like to suggest, feel free to leave a comment below. Make sure to tune in next time for another thrilling low-budget adventure.